Hey guys, I'm Racing Chewy Side, and I got a video for you guys today, and it's a track guide at Chicagoland Speedway. The first race of the chase. Well, for at least the league I'm in, so I didn't make the chase, so yeah. But only reason why I'm at this page is we have dynamic tracks now, so the tracks are never going to be the same, as you're driving, so I'm going to say this now. For all my future track guides, I'm going to have my track state here at 10%. Why might I have it at that? I don't know. I think it's just better than a green, clean racetrack, which you'll probably never see the light of day or whatever. 10% is my usual. I could go 100, give you a full rubbered in track, but why? I could go 50, which I believe is the quickest track state, if you ask me. Too much rubber, I don't know. Gives you the ability to move around some lines, and I'll talk about this once I get to the gameplay or here, the lap. I'm actually going to show a couple laps, so, one high line and one low line, and whatever. So, future videos, 10%, also 60 frames per second, so that should be much more enjoyable. So anyways, I'll shut up and we'll go ahead and just get to this. Alright, here we are at the, at the track. And remember, as I said, we're going to do about 3 laps here, or 2 laps actually. One running a different line, and the main one where I got this 29.549, which is the best I could do. I can go faster because I was not even trying off turns 2, off turn 2. And you don't really want to push this car that far. Again, you'll burn your tires off, and that's really what you don't want. It's more important than ever now that we have the new tire model, so I'm going to show you the fast lap interior and exterior, and my second lap, hell, I'm just going to do exterior only. So I'll shut up right here, and you can watch this lap. Alright, let's do this lap again, this time from the exterior. Here we go. And since this lap's not as important, I'm going to talk about, as I said, these videos are now 60 frames per second. So you should be able to see that. So it's not just you, it's actually 60 frames per second, so it's smoother. And I'm actually excited for this race. This is the biggest one to do with now, the newer surface model. Something that we really couldn't do at Richmond. So let's get ready for this lap here where I'm running actually next to the wall in 1 and 2 and bottom 3 and 4. So let's see what this looks like. And again, I'll mention it right after this lap. I guess the settings and everything I'm using. Remember, fix setup. All my videos, fix setup, so don't ask for a setup. Because, for one, I can't make setups because I suck. I can make a setup decent enough, but not fast. So remember, all these are fixed setup. So that is a lap showing. You can run multiple cruisers, it's not as fast on the first few laps, but once you get a run going, there you go. Let me go back to the 549. I'll show you what I was doing here. So as I said, fix setup. And in fix setup, you can change the steering ratio and steering offset. The only things you can change, which I wish you could kind of change brake bias or stuff that's preference. So the default had a +6 offset at 12:1 steering ratio. I bumped this down to 2. If you want the car to go straight, put it at 0. But 2 works perfectly for me because of the curve back straightaway. So that's pretty much all I do. So let's explore how this lap was done. There's one thing I should mention. I believe the start of this lap I was up top. a little bit. Yeah, see, I was up top a little. I was trying to get some straightaway speed. The car is fast here, really fast. It feels ridiculously quick. So going into 1, I'm aiming for this little, looks like a field goal and a football going through it. Like from the Atari age here, like a square football going through a square field goal. That's what I'm looking at, and I'm outlining it with my mouse here. You can see this right here in the middle. That's where I'm getting on the brakes just a little bit. You can see, and once, I believe this is the Earnhardt bar, this bar reaches this Miller Lite turn 1 deck or something, whatever, I'm off the brakes, so I'm letting it roll. And I only used about 1/8 of brake, as you can see. Split second. And you want to drive it to the bottom. Letting it roll to the bottom, I should say. And once you feel it gets to the bottom, start picking up the throttle right about here. Or here. So around this caution light, or, yeah, pretty much that's it. You're picking up the throttle, and here it's all based on feel, so if you don't, you'll roll into the throttle or get on it as soon as you're comfortable. So you're going to power off this corner. See, I'm full throttle here. And drive it to the outside, and this is about as hard as I'm going to push in turn 1 in the actual race. For the fact is, I took it really easy there, so I could probably get off another 2/10. So make your way down to turn 3 now. Going into 3, similar to 1. Once this windshield brace reaches the Coca-Cola sign, I'm off the throttle. No brakes this time, just letting it roll again to the bottom, and it gets really loose here in 3. Just because, I don't know what it is, but you turn too much, it's going to slide, and if you don't turn enough, you're going to be in the second seam, which is not as quick as the bottom or way top. So, yeah, drive it to the bottom again. Remember, this track's really bumpy too, so, yeah. Make sure to get the feeling again and power off the corner like you did in 3, 1, and 2. Exactly like you would in 1 and 2. And here, the apron is optional, so we'll see whatever you want to do on the race day. So, there you go. 29.549. I'm pretty sure there's more, and as I said, I was really taking it easy in 1 and 2. For the fact is, you don't want to run super hard every single lap, or you are going to burn your tires off. They are not going to like you after so long, especially the right rear, because it's sliding so much going into 3. And I'm going back into turn 1. I kind of want to mention this real quick. This line right here, right above the seam, I don't like it. Car gets real tight, doesn't want to turn, but if you're up here, it's fine. So try to avoid the middle, like you really would see in real life. Just try to avoid it. That's just my thing, but again, keep in mind, for the fixed setup, 3 is loose, getting in. So there's really nothing else I can say about this, so remember that was a 12-to-1 steering ratio with a +2 offset, which could be a 0 or whatever your preference is. I don't like too much offset, for the fact is, it's really weird when you need to correct. Anyways, I'll shut up. Make sure to subscribe for more track guides in the future. And as I said, they're all going to be in 60 frames per second, so enjoy that smoothness. Anyways, Sim Racing Chewy side. See you on the track.